What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I will be showing you guys a YouTube automation I made that can generate a thumbnail, a title, and a description all based off the topic of your video. In this video I'll be covering how to upload videos to YouTube using N8N, how to upload thumbnails to YouTube using N8N, how to generate images via N8N, and how to implement all of this into your own YouTube channel. So let's get into the video. Okay, first I'm going to show you guys how this thing works, and then after that I'll explain in depth how it works and how to actually set this up for yourself. So the trigger event is a on-form submission. You just open that, click execute workflow, and then so it'll ask you for 4 fields to fill up. The first one is image title. This is basically, let's say you want to import your face or your company logo. You put that here, that would be in the thumbnail. I'm going to put my face. And the content topic would be YouTube N8N AI automation. Say that. So this is a very simple prompt, I guess. And then the YouTube video you would want to upload. Okay, submit that. The workflow should start. Okay. Now this part of the workflow is just processing the image, reading the image, and preparing it for the title, keyword, and description generation. Okay, now generating the title and keywords and description. I was actually uploading the YouTube video I sent to Drive, and it's going to merge the Drive ID. Okay, now it's uploading the video. And the thumbnail. Now it's going to pop up in my YouTube studio once this thumbnail is done, and I'll show you guys. Okay, now let me refresh. As you can see here, YouTube AI automation with N8N, complete tutorial for content creators 2024. Now I would put the year in the actual AI agent, so it would know it's 2025. I'll fix that. Learn how to automate your YouTube channel and use N8N and AI. This complete tutorial shows you how to set up powerful automation workflows for YouTube content creation, scheduling, and management. Discover the best AI automation tools and N8N workflows to streamline your YouTube process, save time, and boost productivity. But for content creators looking to leverage artificial intelligence and automation for YouTube success, and I put the tags and keywords. As you can see, this is the thumbnail. It even generated a hand, the AI automation for N8N. So yeah, that's basically what it does and how it functions. So let's get into actually the setup and how it works. Also, if you guys don't want to learn how to set this up, the download will be in the description of my Discord server. I'm trying to make a Discord server for networking, where anyone that's interested in AI or business or just anything can join and network with other like-minded people. So yeah, let's get into the setup. Okay, so here I changed out the layout so it's easier to follow and understand and see where things go. So let's start with the trigger, which is a on-form submission. Now you could connect this to a schedule that would go through a spreadsheet and then get the video idea and the video file and just post it automatically. But for now, just for testing purposes, I'll be showing you guys how to set up the on-form submission. So you're going to want to create a on-form submission node and then name the form whatever you want. Add a field name, image to edit, and then the element type you would put file, so you could upload a image. And then you could also do multiple files. Also, then you would add the content topic title or title. So that would be just the topic of the video or the title of the video if you've thought of that. And then the platform, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. So I'm going to be working on the LinkedIn part and the Instagram part. So stay tuned for that. But for now, it is just YouTube. So after the image gets sent, so I'll first talk about the image, then I'll talk about the video file, what happens to the video file. So when the image gets sent, it goes through this code that turns the image into a base64 text. It turns into a base64 string. Sorry, I forgot the word. And then here, it takes the title and says, make a thumbnail for this title on this platform. So the platform will be YouTube for now. Ensure high resolution, sharp quality, do not respond until image is done. So this is basically the prompt that's being sent to this AI, but I'll get into that later. So here you would put fields to set. I called mine edit prompt. So this will turn the prompt, it will actually make a prompt for the AI. As you can see, it'll put the content topic or the title on the platform it's supposed to be. So I'll make something tailored for YouTube or Instagram or LinkedIn. For now, it's only YouTube. And then here you'd put the image URL, which is basically the base64 string. And then here you need to set up a HTTP request. So I'll show you guys how to actually set that up real quick. So you'd go to Open Router. Let's go to Open Router. Okay. Then you would search image preview. Now there's a free version, a paid version. I'm using the paid one. And then here, you could go to API, go to curl, and then here where it says Open Router API key, you would put your API key. And then you would go in here, click import curl, and paste that in, and it will literally add all of this information you see here automatically. And then you would go down to JSON. So this would also be added automatically. Full screen that. And then you put the prompt here and type text. So you put the text. This is the prompt. Then here you put the image that you want it to edit. So that's basically the structure of this JSON. So in short, here's the prompt. You would put the prompt variable here. And then you put the image base64 string variable here. Now, I'll show you guys how to get the API key. You simply go to keys and create an API key. And you can copy it only once and then it will be deleted. I mean, not deleted, then you won't be able to copy it anymore. You have to make a new one. Okay. Then after that, when that outputs the image, now, before we get into the next node, I'll go back to the previous one and say, as you can see here, I put do not respond until the image is done, because sometimes it will respond with like, okay, I'm creating that image, and then it won't pass the image back to us. So that's a fix for that. Just keep that in mind. And then after the image is generated, it'll pass it into this code, which turns it will pass the image as a base64 string. And then this code node will actually convert that base64 string back to an image. Then it'll upload the file to Google Drive. I'll tell you guys why later. And then here, it will pass the photo to the same model, the image preview. This is new, the image preview model from Google. And it will analyze the image. It'll see what's on the thumbnail. So it's the same curl command, except for here, you would put analyze the contents of this image instead of the content. Then here, you would put the URL or the base64 string of the image. And here is the AI part of it that generates the title and description. So you would give it the thumbnail content, which the AI from the previous node would pass. And then the content topic, which would be passed from the on-form submission. And then you would aggregate that into one output field called title. So it output the title and description all into under one object. And then you would merge those. So the merge setting would be combine by position and the number of inputs. So there's going to be 2 inputs, so you put 2 inputs. So that basically combines them, it would put them one under the other. So let's get into the video. So here, once the video is sent, it'll pass it into Google Drive and upload it to Google Drive. And then here, so when it's uploaded to Google Drive, it will pass an upload ID. So I would set the field as up ID and then pass that into the merger. So the whole time, this top process, this input 1 would be sitting here waiting for input 2, which is the upload ID on Google Drive for the video. And then once that input 2 is here, it'll output from the merger, it will output the title and description, and the video ID. And then download the video file using the by ID. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So you connect Google Drive, use the download file node, click File, Download, and then by ID, and you would just drag that ID that the upload node gives you when something's uploaded. So this is actually downloading the file, and then here it's uploading the title, the description, and the video, which will be coming out as data when it's downloaded. So you'll put that here, input binary field, you'll call it data, and it's usually called data. So, or whatever it is called, you would put that here. You would put that here. So you'd see a orange name and then the file details, and you would just type that name here, would be the orange name. And then you could set up the privacy status, which is, for now I'm putting unlisted, but you could put public. And then the category, you could also make this a variable by making it an expression. So as you can see, the people and blogs is number 22. So all these categories have a number connected to them. So number 21, 22, 23, and you could make that a variable too. And then after that, it downloads the actual thumbnail and uses this HTTP request to upload the thumbnail. So I'll show you guys how to set that up. You would input the URL, this Google API URL, put a predefined credential type, Google OAuth 2 API, and connect your Google account. And then go into the Google Cloud and enable YouTube Data API v3, YouTube API v3. And you'll get access to actually allow uploading, you would be allowed to upload thumbnails through their API. And one thing to keep in mind is if your account isn't verified, so if you haven't verified your phone number, this HTTP request won't work. So just go ahead and do that. And then how this HTTP request is built is you get the video ID, and then the video ID would be the one that comes from upload ID, from the upload video node. You just drag that here. And then after that, you'd have the upload type, which is media, of course. And then send body would be N8N binary file and data, because it's going to come out as data, this binary file. So binary file is basically any image, just any file that you can store on your computer would be called a binary file. After that, it just uploads a thumbnail. So I'm going to fire this off one more time, and then show you guys all the variables and how they look, so you guys can understand this better. So I'm going to execute the workflow. I'm going to choose a file, put an image of me. I'm just going to put video about N8N, YouTube, and the YouTube video. Okay, so submit that. Okay, as you can see, first it's gonna go to the process image part. Here it's making the thumbnail. This takes a couple seconds, but it's worth it. Then it's passed back into a file, uploaded. And then this is the node that actually looks at the thumbnail and sees what's on it, the contents of the thumbnail. And here it is outputted. The title and description are outputted here. And now it uploads the file to Google Drive. Okay, see it merges, now downloads the file again. This file, the video file. Then it uploads it to YouTube. Now it's downloading the thumbnail and uploading the thumbnail. So let's actually go to YouTube and check it out once this thumbnail is uploaded to see if it worked, if it made a good thumbnail. And then I'll get into the variables. Okay, let's go to youtube.com. Perfect. Automate everything with N8N. As we can see here, live demo. So really great thumbnail, used my face. Okay. Made a really good title, description. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so here you can see first, it passes the image to edit and the YouTube video. So the YouTube video is irrelevant right now. And then this code, it will output this string here, image data URL, which is the base64 string, as you can see here, base64. And then here, it actually makes the prompt. So as you can see, it gets I'll show you guys here, make a thumbnail for video about N8N. That's the variable from the form submission on YouTube. From the platform, ensure high resolution and sharp quality, do not respond until image is done. Okay, and then it makes a variable for the image URL, which is the base64 string. And that gets passed over here. So I'll show you that. As you can see, json.edit prompt says the edit prompt here. Make a thumbnail for a video about N8N on YouTube. Ensure high resolution, sharp quality, and then the image URL is the base64 string, which is pretty long. And then here it outputs the edited photo, as you can see here. It will actually output it. It will output the edited photo base64 string. So this is the new photo that's been edited. This is the base64 string. And then this code node will actually turn that base64 string back into an image. As we see here, this is the image, just a little stretch because it's in N8N. And then here, it uploads that image to, as we see, the file name is video about N8N. And then input data field name, as we can see, it's called data, put that in there, my drive folder, just wherever you want to upload it. And then here, it shows, here I'll show you. Analyze the context of this image here. That's the base64 string of the thumbnail. And then here we can see it actually outputted the content. This image is a thumbnail for a video like created story demonstrating about automation using the tool N8N. Here's a breakdown, key elements, just everything, every single thing about the thumbnail. And then here, it passes that thumbnail content, as we can see here, the whole thing. And you see it formats it well. And then content topic video N8N. Write only one title and description with SEO keywords for YouTube based on the image content of the thumbnail and the content topic. So what I like to use is a open router and Claude Sonnet 4. It's really good for writing. Makes really good titles and descriptions. And then here you would turn on require specific output format and then make a JSON structure like this. So title and description. So the AI will know, okay, I'm putting the title in this variable, putting the description in this variable. As we see, it outputs it like that. Here, output, title, description. Then here, it gets aggregated into one object. As we can see, the title object right here. It's all in one. And then here, it gets merged. So as you can see, the title gets sent and the upload ID. So let's go into the upload ID. As we can see here, the YouTube underscore video is the file name. You put that there. Input data field name, you would put that here. And this is just the file name. I just put it as the same as the input data field. And then as we can see here, it outputs an ID. So that's the actual file ID in Google Drive. And I would just set that, I would change the name to UpID just to make it easier. And as we can see, it outputs UpID and the file ID. Then when that gets merged, they're both put next to each other, basically. Both put together, as we can see. Then after that, you would drag the upload ID here into download by ID and then the variable. This actually downloads the video. Let me see if I can, yeah. So guys, welcome back to the intro. And then here, it actually uploads the video with the title. So as we can see here, the JSON, take the title, drag that there, description, drag it down here, and then set up your preferred settings. And here, the binary file is called data for the YouTube video. So not file name, ignore file name. The binary name is data. You can put that here. And then as we can see, this upload video, it outputs the upload ID. So here, we're actually getting the upload file ID when the image is uploaded. So I'll show you guys that. As we can see here, upload file, it's way back here. And that's the ID for the thumbnail. And then we just download that thumbnail. And then here, we actually upload it. So as you can see, the video ID is passed here. And then the binary data is passed here. And as we can see, it outputs the image link, the width and height of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if this video helped you guys, make sure to like and subscribe and comment if you have any ideas. If you want me to make something, I'd be down. And if you want to join my Discord server where the download to this automation will be, link will be in the description. And if you need any parts of your business automated or any custom AI solutions for your business, feel free to email me or book a consultation through my website in the description. Or you can just message me directly on Discord and we can get into a call and discuss any custom AI solutions. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.